So this is the field set, right? No, where is the field set? Let me bring this closer to avoid confusion. Yes. So this is the field set. Where is it? So this is the field set from here to here, right? So now let's add inside this field set. Let's add another input. Okay, so let's have I added this br so that it can form a space in between, a little gap, right? So now we want to try what's it called, checkbox or radio button. So if you understand the checkbox arrangement, it's actually the box that comes first before the label, right? So in this case, we would we will start with input instead of label. We start with input, right? And then the type will be, instead of text, the type will be checkbox. And then we have name and ID as usual for our input. If you check the other um, fields that we have, these are our inputs. We have type, we have name, we have ID, we have placeholder in other cases, right? So same thing goes for this input here. We have the name equals, it depends on what this checkbox is, what we want to convey. So maybe we want to collect info about uh, mm, okay, maybe country of residence. So let's just say country, then name, then ID equals country. Hmm? Then after that, we have label. So um, label for the first country option might be maybe America. Hmm? Then we'll come in between the elements, we type out the America. That's what is going to be visible in the browser. We have it like that, right? We can now mm, select this and then duplicate it. 2, 3, 4. So we can change this to, this is the first one. Let's add one space so that it can be clear. So we can change this to, let's save it first off, and then let's even view it. So you can see, you can now select, but this is not how we want it arranged. This is not how we want it. Now the reason why is that I'm able to select all of this is because they share the same ID, right? Let's Apart from that, even this view is not exactly what we want, and then there's no label for it. There's no label for it, so we need to add label to it. Like let it have its own structure. Let's go back to our code. So we need to change it one after the other. We want options, different options, not the same option, repeatedly. So we're going to change. Whereas this is the first one, retain this one, then the next one needs to be changed. So this can be um, Portugal. Mm-hmm. Change it here also. Then the next one can be um, Brazil and Tunisia. So we have different. You see now, because they have different details, we can't select multiple options anymore. So it's either you select America or you select. Okay, it's still working the same way. We need to change the ID. So let's go back to our code. But first, we don't want them on the same line. So let's tackle that. Let's tackle that. So let's introduce p tags. Copy. Cut rather. Mhm. Open the p tags and then paste. P tag. Cut. Open the p tag. Paste. Introduce p tag. Select these two lines of code. Input and label. Cut instead of copy. Open the p tag. Paste what you have cut. Bring this down. Introduce p tag. So let's see. Okay, now it's appearing the way we want it. So let's go back. So let's change the IDs or the name. Let's see. So this is the first one. Type checkbox. Let's give the ID the same as the label. Let's give the ID the same name as the label. So we say, okay, instead of country here, we give this one America, right? Just to give it a unique identity. This one should be Portugal. Then this one should be uh, this is Tunisia. How come we have two Tunisia? So this one should be China. I never knew we repeated to Tunisia. So we can have it like that and save. So let's check. Reload. So let's try to select America. Then let's select Portugal. Still showing the same way. Still working the same way. No. Mm, Let's change the name and the ID. The name to Tunisia. This no, this is China.
China.
Yeah. Which other one do we have here? This is Portugal.
That China is not correct, sir.
What did you say?
The China is not correct.
It's not correct.
You change
Oh, so we have this. But remember, here there's nothing to separate it from. It's almost looking like it's part of favorite meal. So let's quickly introduce paragraph elements, p elements, just to label it. So we can select or choose your country. Okay. So you know what will happen? Let's change this to value instead of ID. Let's change it to value. And then let's change this to value. Then this to value. Then save. Let's check it. So this is the paragraph. It's still behaving the same way. What could be wrong? Let's go back to our code. They all share the same name. Okay, they don't share the same name anymore. So let's let them have the same name which is country, for example, country, country. Now that they have different values, it should work. So even if they have different values, they should have something in common. That's what will determine the option effect we want to achieve. The name should still tie them together, but the value should differentiate them to show that okay, this is different. Still not giving us that. Country, 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 the value. Mm, let's see, let's see. What if we wrap them inside label? Let's see. If we could wrap them inside label elements. This paragraph, this so we can start from here, for example, inside the paragraph, we can have we clear this and then bring introduce label at this point. Mm-hmm. We bring this down and paste in between. Mm-hmm. And this is, since it's label, we can have the text out America. Then let's try for the second. Clear this out. Just bring this down, paste it, and then this is Portugal, right? Let's save it. Why is this not showing? Okay, still the same way. I wish you guys were trying this from your end so that we can confirm, because sometimes this 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 thing glitches. Let's take it back. Are you trying it from your end?
I want to try and make it now.
Try it, try it. Let's see. Are you trying it? Although it should, it can work like this too. It can work like this too because you can have multiple, you can choose multiple, make multiple selection. The only one that shouldn't work like this should be the radio button. Should be the radio button. Let's try the radio button. Let's try the radio button. So we still within the field sets. We can paste and then
So I want to ask a question, sir.
go ahead.
So, there are some lists that it will tell you that like you want to select like 5 courses. So you
Yes.
cannot select more than 5. In some cases,
Yes.
you understand?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
I
just
understand.
you have list of 10. So you cannot select more than 5.
Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm trying to like. That's what I'm trying to establish. What we've written so far, what we've written now can only select everything, all the
Everything.
options. Do you get?
Okay.
So I'm trying to limit it to one. So at the end of the day, what I'm thinking right now is that we can actually use an attribute. We can use an attribute. I'm coming. I want us to try radio button. I don't think radio button should be like that. Normally, checkbox behaves like this in HTML. Like when you create checkbox, if you are able to select all options, but I'm trying to see how we can make it so that we select just one, not more than one. Just like what you explained now. What if we want users to select just 5 out of 10 options, or we want them to select 2, not more than 2 out of 10 options, out of 5 options. You understand? Let's test out the radio button. Um, select select shoe size. So input type equals, so instead of checkbox you should have radio. Change this to footwear. mm-hmm. Value equals big. Medium. So small. Okay, radio button is not behaving like that, but checkbox select all. So let's try an attribute that will make us, limit the number of selection for the checkbox. Mm, mm, while we're thinking about that, let's let us check the form again. Let's have text field for dropping message. Let's quickly have that within within the same field sets, or we can have a field set for it separately. Where is the last input type we added? This is it. This is the end of this is the end tag for the field set. So we can create another field set, and then this one can be message. Sorry, legend. Legend is for the label of the field set. So we can say message. Mm-hmm. Then we can now have we can have BR to create that space. Then we can now have the input now. The input, you can call it, instead of input, you can call it text area. Text area. Name, message, ID, message. Because it's a text area, so we need to determine the size. So we can say no co-span QCOLS. You can say that's the column, that's how that's like the height. Now you can say it should be you can say it should be 30 pixels, right? Then the row span should be, let's say it should be a bit wider, let's say 40, and then we save it. This is too long. Let's reduce it to 20. No, that's 200. Wow. Okay. This is too long. $20. Can make it wider. Increase this to 30. So it's better like this. So we can have placeholder here. Still an attribute. Placeholder. You can say type your message here. Mm-hmm. So we have it like that. So let's see. Let's try to have a button.
Sir,
I'm with you.
sir, the attribute of that place so that if you didn't add it to this particular one that you just wrote now, that means you cannot click that box, right?
No, you can still click the
No,
box.
it will not show the
It will
type
not
of
show the
place.
placeholder.
So,
The moment we introduce the text area element, we can type a message already. We just add extra attributes just so that user can know that they can type message.
type message. Okay.
Mm, hello, I. So another thing that we need again for our form is the button. So we can now have button. Then inside the button you can have type attribute. The type can be the type should be we can have both reset and submit just in case. So you can have submit like which is the first one. Mm-hmm. Mm, let's save. Let's see. Somebody wants to join.
HP. It says she slept off.
Wow. Where's our button? No. Submit. Sorry.
Good evening, Mr. Michael.
Yeah. Good evening. Hi. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry for joining late. I actually slept off. I was a little bit tired. I went
Yeah.
somewhere, so
But
I came back late.
oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I just
Basit
woke up now.
mentioned.
I just look at the time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
So sorry.
No problem. No problem. We have the videos.
Yeah, I'll just watch to catch up.
Hmm. So our submit button is not aligning well. So we need to bring it down to the bottom. So as usual, we can introduce our. But before we introduce our other element, our PL, let's introduce our BR element, and then let's save. Let's see if that will be enough. Okay, it has done the work, so that can work. Now because this is a submit, this is a button, a submit button. We didn't just type the button, we actually set the type to be submit, which means that it's for a form and it is inside this form element. So that means this button, where is it? This button is responsible for, it works for all the data that we have created, all the information that the user has typed or selected. So if you go to the form now, if you click submit, then this should submit our info. Now we forgot to mention something. Now it has submitted. Let's go back to our code. It submitted the info, but not all. This is it. Age, we didn't select age. First name, we didn't type our first name, did we? Marital status, we didn't type it out. Meals, we selected jollof rice. Message, we didn't display. No, something is wrong. Is it because of my browser? Oh, it's still not showing. But you are supposed to see the information. Let's go back to our code. No, not the code. The browser. Oh, we didn't type any message. Oh. That's why I didn't show. So our surname Agbabiaka, right? Now, yes, I forgot. Let's go back to the code. Where is the form? Let's say, for example, want to say, okay, we want uh, maybe this surname to be highlighted, and then there should be like a continuous blinking effect just to show that okay, the user can start typing. Then we will introduce autofocus attributes in the surname uh, input area. Where is it? This is the first few said this is surname, right? So we can introduce our attributes in the input area. After placeholder, we can introduce autofocus autofocus and then we can add required as well. So that means if the user does not give us the surname, if they don't type in their surname, the form will not go. Required. So basically all the necessary part is also required. And you cannot have autofocus on more than one. In the moment the user lands on the page, the surname input will start blinking automatically, like calling the user's attention that there's a form here or there's something you need to fill. Is it broken? What happened? Okay, so you can see automatically. So let's type the name. Let's fill the form. Let's say we intentionally, so let's set this age to maybe 25 or 26. Marital status. So we can actually do select for this too. Remember, let's go back. Let's quickly do this for marital status. Where is it? Marital status, right? Let's use select elements for it so that we can select either married or single. This is it, right? So we can say just as we did here for our options. Where is it? Yes, this is it. So we have our label. Instead of input, we have select, and then we have our options, right? So our label first, then we have our select. So same thing we'll do for this. For marital status, where is it? So our label is here already. Then select. Not this. Mm. So name. So you watch out for caps lock too when you are typing. You know it can bring a different different elements that you don't intend to type. So name is marital status. ID can still give it marital status. Or status. Then bring this down. Control Z. Then we have options. Option value married. Married. This is what the users will see, right? Then the second option here we don't need option group. Can someone tell me why we don't need option group?
Is it because it's inside the this?
It's because we don't have because we have just two options. The reason for option group is when we have so many options, so we want to like group them into categories so that it's easier. Like for favorite meal now, you can see we have amala, jollof rice, nkwobi under breakfast meals, and then we have spaghetti eba, tuwo under special meals, so that it helps the user to focus on fewer items at the same time. Do you get?
Okay.
So we've changed this input method to select now instead of typing, instead of stressing the user. Do you get? And the age, we set age to be required. Food. I am hungry. You have that. Then if you try to submit it, same thing for age. Because it said minimum for age will be 15. That and maximum is 60. You can go down to 15 like that. So I think we've selected we've filled the form, we've typed the text and all that. Now we can submit. So when we submit, we will see all our data, all the users' data for the from the browser for the server. So we have it. So this is the information basically. So if you add more data, more info in the form, this is where they will drop because we set action to http bin.org. If you remember, you see this http bin.org/get. That's the that will be dropping. So we have that like that. As what is there. If we want to change the data, maybe you don't want married to show. Maybe you want to have let's try placeholder. Let's try placeholder, and our placeholder we can call it. In this case, it's area placeholder that is permissible here. So let's try select. Select. Let's see. Save. It's loading. It's not taking effect. Okay. But we can make this to be selected. Instead of married, we can say single selected. Let's try that. It's loading. You can see it. And then we can take it back to married selected. Married. Mm. Do you have questions?
Yes, so I have questions now.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So just scroll down to that place. That place you did that button.
Which place?
That reset button. That reset button.
Okay.
Okay, I've seen it. You see that reset.
This one.
Reset and submit.
Yes.
You know, you started from button type, submit. You understand to the end.
Yes.
So now that means we have to include that button before the free set closing tag, not
Yes.
after the free set tag. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yes, I understand what you are trying to say. I understand.
That means you cannot write it after this free set.
We can still put it after the field set because and it will still work because it's still inside the form.
Okay.
Inside the form and view. So let's see. Now it's outside the field set. It's here. Right? Let's type a message. Select. Select. This. Okay. So let's try to submit. It still works. As long as it's still inside the form elements. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now I want to try something. I want us to try something. You know, we set the age to be minimum of 15 years.
Yes.
So let's say we now type 11 and then we leave it like that, and then we come here and then submit. Value must be greater than or equal to 15. Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm, to show us that the user will not be able to submit if they type value that we did not set. Then we can also introduce step attributes, but not necessarily for age. It can be for a different purpose. For example, let's say, where is this? Okay, let's what if we want user to put in phone number, for example. Let's say we want them to type in their phone number. That's a different thing entirely. It's different from the age. For example, let's say, oh, I wanted to do something just now. um that's for age. Is it for age? mm, well, I wanted to do something just now.
You said you want to confirm after you type in the 11. So you wanted to confirm whether we could go. And the thing showed that you can't input.
Yes, but I wanted to do something again on the code. Okay, let's see. Where is the 20 minutes? Okay. Controller, this same controller we have for age, we had it here. So, and it's not ideal for a phone number because the phone number is specific, is unique to a person. So it's not like we'll be increasing and be reducing the digits. So we want a text field whereby we can just type in our unique phone number and that's it, right? So that's that. Our buttons are still there, and I think that's all for forms. That's all for forms and input. Yes, forms and input. Forms and input. Then to make it more appealing, then we'll start introducing CSS. So I'll save this video now.